The Daily Stoic, September 25th. The vulnerability of dependence. Show me someone who isn't a slave. One is a slave to lust, another to greed, another to power, and all are slaves to fear. I can name a former consul who was a slave to a little old woman, a millionaire who was a slave of the cleaning woman. No servitude is more abject than the self-imposed. Seneca, Moral Letters. We're all addicts in one way or another. We're addicted to our routines, to our coffee, to our comfort, to someone else's approval. These dependencies mean we're not in control of our own lives. The dependency is. Anyone who truly wants to be free, Epictetus said, won't desire something that is actually in someone else's control, unless they want to be a slave. The subjects of our affection can be removed from us at a moment's notice. Our routines can be disrupted. The doctor can forbid us from drinking coffee. We can be thrust into uncomfortable situations. This is why we must strengthen ourselves by testing these dependencies before they become too great. Can you try going without this or that for a day? Can you put yourself on a diet for a month? Can you resist the urge to pick up the phone and make that call? Have you ever taken a cold shower? It's not so bad after the first couple of times. Have you ever driven a friend's car while the nicer one you own was in the shop? Was it really that bad? Make yourself invulnerable to your dependency on comfort and convenience, or one day your vulnerability might bring you to your knees. So the more you become enslaved to these things that you desire or lust for or have in routine, the more it will come down on your head when you're not able to get those such things. So let's say you're a slave to TV and you need it every day and you can't go a day without it, having practiced days or hours without it. The day that the cable or the power's off, you're going to go crazy. But if you've practiced and conditioned yourself to not be so dependent, again, we're all dependent to a degree. We're interdependent as beings. But if you practice to be less dependent on these external things, it will be much easier when the power gets cut off. This is why abstaining from things you love is a form of restraint and discipline, and it fortifies the will. So always take note of the vulnerability of dependence, and always look out for your own dependence and where you can fortify that. Vibe high, the Daily Stoic.